Hello, welcome back to Vena Talks. Thank you very much for tuning in with us today. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, like, and share our content. If you're returning for the second, third, or fourth time, thank you very much for tuning in with us again and being with us on this journey. And kindly like, subscribe, and share our content wherever you can. Thank you very much. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of choosing the right career and why you should choose the right career because it's going to be the most important decision of your life out of many more important decisions of your life because you are going to carry your career for a very long time. Very long time. It is like a little baby. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the importance of choosing the right career. Whether you already graduated, whether you are filling in the application for college or university, it is very important that you get to really think harder what you truly want to do for the next 10 years, 20 years, 70 years to come, because a career is not something that you start making money out of immediately when you come out of university. Oh, lucky if you're going to be that person, but mostly a career is something that you really work on to become an aspect or an expert on in that field through education and through experience. So it's very important to choose something that you love so you can start from the ground up, because honestly, what fun does it give you if you don't build it from the ground up? Okay? The trick is, if you want to stay happy in life, choose the right career. Choose the right career just as you want to choose the right partner, okay? So when you choose the right career, you are going to get the job that you like. At least you have the chances of getting the job that you like. When you don't do something that you love, obviously there is just a chance that you're going to get into a field and get a job that you don't like. So kindly just be very patient with yourself when you are deciding what career path you want to take. For me, I believe in walking in purpose. I believe that your gift that God gave you will always make space for you in this world. And that is also the career that you're choosing, because it should be feeling like a calling, because it's something that doesn't get you tired and exhausted. Even if it might get you tired and exhausted on some days, obviously it's okay to do something that you love and still get tired, but you will have the energy to get back up. When you're doing something that you don't love, when you are having a job that you don't like, trust me, you are going to have a nervous breakdown each and every day. And the sad thing is you're going to constantly keep asking yourself if you are good enough, if you are achieving enough, if you are being left behind by your age mates or whatever, if you are the person that likes to compare themselves. Okay, comparison is not so bad when it comes to progress, when it comes to actually building yourself up, because sometimes you can literally get motivation just by looking at how other people are doing things, not necessarily because you want to be envious or something like that. So I'm just telling you today, if you are a student, take your time when you are applying to the university and really choosing what career path you want to take. And sometimes I know in our African homes it might not be okay to take a gap year, but if you pretty much feel unsure about what you want to do, it is so important that you can get that gap year. It is so much better and less costly than you're going to university and doing a course that you don't like just for you to change 2 years or 3 years later, and your parents are going to pay the tuition fees. So it is better that you really just think harder, look within yourself, and find what you really want. I like to go by this: you need to ask yourself these three important questions when you are faced with making difficult decisions in your life. You ask yourself, is this the life that I want to live? Is this the person I want to be with? Is this the best that I can be? Can I be any stronger? Can I be more kinder to myself? Can I be more confident in the field that I want to take? So when you truly look within yourself to find out what you truly want, the surrounding starts to change because you are going to be so focused on what you really want to become. If you are in an environment and you realize this is not the life I want, then change it. I know saying that you should change it sounds very easy, but it is. as easy as I'm saying it. You have a chance every day to change things around you. And I'm not saying that just because you have expenses and whatnot, you have the opportunity to actually find other ways to cater for those expenses. It's either you choose to cut back your car, to cut on your expenses, to cut on your, your daily use of your finances, to make sure that you are catering for the change that you want um, to put in your life and to implement in your life, because there is no change without change in all aspects of life. You need to change something in order to change something. And also, when it comes to choosing the career, it's just as important as choosing the person that you want to be with in the future, like your future husband, your future partner. So if you choose the wrong career, it's going to give you as much grief as choosing the wrong partner. If you don't choose the right career, trust me, you're not going to be happy. Neither are you going to make the people around you happy, because you're going to be so frustrated every day, and nobody's literally going to be able to make you feel happy, because you are going to be feeling so unfulfilled from the inside. We all want to feel fulfilled, okay? I'm not sure about you, but I'm sure you want to be fulfilled in life. So just kindly choose things that get you fired up. No, in African homes, we have a problem of parents wanting to choose career paths for the children, which is quite wrong, because it's easier to say that become a lawyer, become a doctor, become an engineer, become a nurse, become anything, a teacher, but they don't see that really every career, whether you are a doctor, whether you are a musician, whether you are a DJ, they all take energy and time, and they all need to be built from the ground up. Whether you are now studying to be a lawyer and you don't like law, trust me, you are going to be sad, because you are not going to get that money that your parents thought you are going to be getting the very first year of your work. You might not even get a job in your very first year, okay? And truly, only that passion within you, if you're passionate about it, that will give you hope to continue searching, to continue growing your career from the ground up, to be able to get that shitty job that you are going to hate every day before you actually get an upgrade. So what is the use of getting something that you don't actually want if you're going to suffer either way? There is no easy way in life. There is no easy way out of anything. So if you are truly going to do something, especially when it comes to careers that I call noble, that are there to cater for other people, and I believe every career is noble, okay? Just that other careers are really involved in the seriousness of people's lives, okay? You are a doctor, somebody's life lies in your hands when you're going to do that operation. You are a lawyer, somebody's life depends on you when you go to court. If they go to jail and they're innocent, that is somebody's life that you have cut short. If you're a teacher and you don't teach kids with the necessary educational quality equipment and knowledge, you are going to destroy so many children and so many adults to be. So that is somebody's life that you're cutting short. If you are a nurse, you are literally breaking down people even before they get to the doctor. Okay, don't be that rude nurse, that rude teacher, that rude lawyer, that rude doctor, that rude anything, because at the end of the day you're dealing with people, and you could be literally the last determining factor of where they are going to end up. Okay, even if you're in HR, you are dealing with people. Don't be this person who breaks down people's careers before they even begun. If somebody is genuinely asking for a request with the boss, if there is an opportunity to make an appointment, just please give them that date to be able to actually get their foot at the door. Don't be that person who tells a person or a job seeker that the boss does not see people who are seeking employment and whatnot. What do you know? You don't know anything too. You don't know what this person could bring to your company, and they could literally be the one step ahead where you can get a promotion if they come do well in your company and they bring clients and money. So don't be that person. We all depend on each other. So when you are choosing a career, choose a career knowing that you are going to work with people, And just look at the fact that different careers have different approaches when people come to you. So choose the one that you can deal with. If you're not okay with people who are coming with stab wounds and bleeding, don't be a nurse or a doctor or anything with medicine related. So if you're not okay with hearing people's problems, don't be a psychologist, don't be a therapist, don't be a lawyer, don't just be that. If you're not okay with teaching kids and kids asking questions and you constantly get annoyed very easily, don't be a teacher, because you are going to not teach our children. So just please look within yourself and find ways that are literally going to fulfill you, to bring out that fulfillment to other people. Because if you don't find it within yourself, there's no way you're going to positively create an impact on the next person. A career is something that you need to be consistent in, okay? To be passionate about, just to have that drive to wake up every day, to study if you are in university, to wake up to go to work if you're working. And if you are not working and you want to create your own businesses and your own companies, your passion for your career will literally give you that drive to start that company from scratch. And honestly, I'm talking from experience. I love my career path, but my career path has so many things that I can do. I'm a lawyer by profession, and there's so much I want to do. I can be in court, I can be anywhere, and I am still going to do things that promote human rights. So honestly, it doesn't matter where you are. When you truly love something, you are going to find ways that will keep you going to make sure that you are living your dream. And I'm so grateful that I chose the right career, that I get to live my dream each and every day, while I'm also doing other things that are my hobbies. Because I believe that you can have so many things that you're passionate about and so many hobbies that you just constantly want to do, that keep you on your feet and give you balance to go through life. So honestly, if you are a student, if you are working right now and you realize that your parents have chosen for you a wrong career, it's never too late to change. You can always go back to school and do something that you really want to pursue, and you are going to really, go a greater mile to achieve your dreams because it's something that you love. There are just some people who are in class that just want to pass. It's not a matter of anything. It's not like if you ask them, why are you studying to be an accountant? They'll be like, I just want to pass and make my parents happy. That is terrible. When are you going to be happy? If your parents choose for you a career and you truly don't love it, change it. It's time for you to stand up to your parents and tell them that you want to do something different. Honestly, there's no point in being in class for someone else. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of your life. That is 4 years of your life that you're throwing away. And if you have to come back to do something that you actually love after you have given your parents what they wanted, that you're going to spend 8 years to 10 years in school, while you could be actually building something that would be up by the fourth year, that you are wasting. So please kindly learn to stand up for yourself. Unless you want to be, I don't want to say it, unless you want to be, things that are not ethical, then you must listen to your parents. But if you really see potential in yourself and what you want to achieve, then listen to you and stand up to your parents. I'm talking to you as a young woman, as a young boy, as a learner, that you should really learn to stand up for yourself, and it's time for us to actually start following our dreams. In Africa, we are surrounded by so many unemployment rates in so many different countries, and these are caused by career displacement. And it's not like something that we can't change really, because there's no way that every parent is advising their child to become a teacher, because teachers get government jobs very fast when they graduate. There's no point in a parent telling you to become a nurse just because nurses get jobs immediately when they graduate. So we are going to have just nurses and teachers, and obviously the market will run out. That's why now we are faced with so much unemployment, because everybody is career displaced. We could have so many scientists that are doing teaching, we could have so many geologists that are doing nursing, we have engineers doing law, and it doesn't make sense. Can we please do things that we love so we can grow our countries, ourselves, and our continent together? When we are not displaced, we are finding our places in the world, and we are going to fill them rightfully. So kindly just learn to stand up for yourself, stand up for your dreams, and fight for them despite what people say to you. Okay, because I remember when I was applying for university, my father wanted me to become a quantity surveyor, my mother wanted me to become a geologist. Honestly, there are all good courses. Geologist, I didn't see anything wrong with it, but quantity severe, as I was not just up for it, I just didn't want to do it. So I applied for law because that's something I'm very passionate about. I applied for law as my first option, and I applied for geologist as my second option. And lucky for me, I got in with my first option. That is what I'm passionate about, and truly today I'm still very passionate about. The reason why I'm here talking to you is this passion that I have about social justice that I want us to spread across the globe, that we can literally achieve great things, all of us, when we are not displaced. So if we can just find our rightful places, I'm sure we are going to have very positive lives that are going to create great impacts, both regionally and globally. So I'm wishing everyone to truly have the confidence to pick the right career, to put their happiness above everybody else when it comes to choosing something that you're gonna be committed for such a long time. It could be for 50 years, for 70 years of your life. Okay, fine. Yes, 70 years, 80 years, it doesn't just mean that you're going to be in your work. It also means that you're going to be developing materials that are actually going to teach other people on how to behave in that area. You could become a professor that publishes books and shares knowledge. If you're not passionate about education, there's no way you're going to develop a program that literally uplift learners. So let us truly be passionate about things that we do so we can have great impact in our environments, in our communities, in our countries. And I speak boldly for Africans, and I don't know where you're watching me from, but I truly just want our African youth to take up their rightful place in this continent and in this world. So I'm urging you to please choose the right careers. Signs to look for when you know you are displaced as a person who is in working class is you constantly looking for jobs. You just want to be hopping from job to job, from company to company. And honestly, the paycheck becomes more important than anything. It's not about fulfillment anymore, it's just about the paycheck. So even if the job, you're just looking to other companies that pay well. Okay, secondly, you are constantly attracted to different jobs because you are not happy where you are. Just even seeing a job of being a mechanic, you are like, ooh, and it pays 5,000. You are like, oh my gosh, let me apply for this. If you see a job in HR, you already want to apply for it. It's just something. You're not constant about what you really want. You just want to be hopping and hopping. It's okay to hop when people are not treating you well, but to hop just because you are not happy, that's another thing. Because honestly, it's not about the company anymore, it's about you. That job is right for a person who it is meant for. So please, let's start creating opportunities for one another by not displacing other people who should be making impact in places where you are, just because you are not confident about yourself and you are not um, chasing what you truly want. So please be considerate in that part, that it's no more about just you, it's about you taking another person's job that they could be doing so well to impact the world and their community, and to just impact that company to create better opportunities for the next person. So please don't be that person. Job satisfaction is a completely different thing, because when you are satisfied with a job, it can only mean that you're satisfied with the work that you do. So if you're not satisfied with the work that you do, then mm-mm, you're not going to be satisfied at all. So honestly, if you are not good at admin work and you're doing admin work, you're not going to be satisfied with your work, because unless you are truly doing it well, but at the end you're still not going to take that confidence that you truly did it well, because you're not satisfied with it. So please learn to choose the right pairs, okay? And don't be scared to choose something completely different from what people expect of you to do. It's okay to pursue careers in tourism, to be a pilot, to be a entrepreneur. If you aspire to be the most successful businesswoman in the whole world, then go for it and start building those companies of yours already from a young age, okay? Don't be scared to completely do something than what people expect of you. Okay, I can tell you from experience growing up, being a good student in school. People will expect you to be a doctor, to be a scientist, a lawyer, and whatnot. And I want to encourage you, if you're the good performer in school and in class and you feel this pressure, I want you to know that it's okay to go against what people are telling you. It's okay to have the greatest marks and still do nursing if that's what you're passionate about, and to still do teaching if that's what you're passionate about. It's not necessarily that once you do great points and get great points in mathematics, then you should automatically apply to School of Medicine. Don't be that person. Please just learn to follow what you truly want to do, because that's what is going to get you fulfilled, and that is truly where your money is going to come from. And everybody wants to be happy with their money and where the money comes from. There's no point of you being unhappy for 30 days of the month and only becoming happy when within that hour when they send you your salary. It doesn't make sense. And also, honestly, it's high time we finally take up our spaces to not only graduate and look for jobs, because that is the reason why we are so stagnant as a country and as a continent and as people, because we are not that passionate to go an extra mile to create our own things, to create our own companies. If you are like a science student, you studied laboratory stuff, and you're a scientist, why aren't you collaborating with other people to actually build a lab? Just coming together, sharing resources, and build a lab. And if you're an accountant, why don't you come together as accountant students and create a accounting firm? If you're lawyers, why don't lawyers come together and create biggest law firm that will literally attract clients from all over the continent, because you are going to create that trustworthiness because of the team that you are going to have. It's not okay to run companies one man show. Of course, it can be very difficult to find co-founders, but in the long run you are going to find them. But from the beginning, I'm telling you this from the experience, it's not very easy for people to see your vision. So it's okay to build your companies up from the ground yourself, but in the future I'm sure you're going to want to partner up with some people, and don't be scared to partner up, because we must collaborate to achieve great things. So literally, I'm really wishing you all the best when it comes to choosing your career. I hope these little stories helped you. I know I was mumbling, but I just hope I did put some sense in you, that you should be confident in your dreams. You should be confident in the path that you want to take, and be very courageous and very faithful to know that things are just going to turn out right when you're doing it with love. So I'm wishing you the very best of your careers, and may we make an impact in this world. Please leave your footprint in this world. Maya Angelou stated that make sure that you don't die without making something or doing something impactful for humanity. So go out there and show the world what you're made of. Thank you very much for joining Vena Talks today. We will meet again on Monday. We upload videos every Monday and every Thursday. So thank you for tuning in with us. Subscribe again. Don't forget to like and share our content. Thank you very much.